Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. It bounds through the back. Be a touchback. The offense will. Its first time out of the half. Timeout, Alabama. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. And back to the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive. Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They'll start this drive with a pass. Good timing on the quick out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's Beck. Coming after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The aerial assault continues. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Throwing right. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Getting some heat. Buys a little time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To throw, it's Beck. Trying to get to it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
These corners backing off a bit. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He makes the connection. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for it.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's back. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on...
And they got him for the sack. Georgia going up tempo. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Connection to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. On the run, it's Etienne. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's back. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The short hands, it's Williams. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
The end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, Alabama 7.
Ready, fight. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's back. Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Knocking on the door, offense now in the red zone.
Ringo. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football, I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down, same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's back to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Dogs haven't just been hungry. They've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be in.